Hey, the storage container is pretty much level, and while I was in the process of leveling it, it shifted about 2 inches on the backside towards the workshop container. So basically what happened was I had a block down there where that kind of 45-degree crevice is, and basically the block jammed itself into a 45-degree angle. And so when I lifted it and then dropped it, it slid down a little bit. It actually straightened itself out more in conjunction with how the pad was built. So I think it's actually straighter when you compare it to the pad, to the gravel pad. I just have to push this workshop container on the backside 2 inches outward, and I've done that a bunch of times already without too much trouble. So I think that's just gonna take me like 15-20 minutes. Once that's done, I'm gonna level out the workshop container. I moved my Subaru out of this spot so I can work easier. So Subaru is there, and then after I'm done, I'm gonna put the tractor here. All right, so when the storage container moved during my leveling process, it didn't just move it left right, it also moved it forward, or it angleized it differently. So I moved my workshop container outward, but now I have to move it forward because the angle's not quite matching up. So let's see here. Seems like I'm gonna need to push on this end about an inch or two, maybe more like 1.5 inches. I'm hoping that that's gonna take care of both sides, left and right, but I may have to push against the left side forward as well. But we'll start with this side, push it up an inch, take a look at the string, and go from there. All right, so I put a rolling log on the outer side of the workshop container. I left one in the back going left and right, and actually instead of pushing on this outer corner, I decided I'm gonna push on this inner corner, because I have with the rolling log just on that side, I have a feeling I might just have to push once. Not super confident about that, but we'll see. All right, so that it worked to a certain extent, but after a certain point, the block on the front, as I was pushing, one of the corners was digging into a block on the front, and that was causing too much friction. Yeah, I didn't like keep at it for too long. I'm just gonna do it the way I've been doing it. Put 2 rolling logs on each side and push a little bit at a time on each side. Yeah, but I think I only have like 1/2 inch more to go. All right, so I'm slowly but surely getting there. But I'm having to raise this side a lot, and once things start to get that high, it starts to get sketchy. I mean, this is pretty obvious, but the higher you have to lift, the sketchier it is. So I think if I were to do this again, I would have gotten blocks that were smaller or thinner and work on it like little by little on each side. Anyways, I think it's just like a few more adjustments and we should be good. Ooh, okay, so I'm done. They are square and level. mostly. So what went wrong? A lot went wrong, but towards the end, one of the annoying things was that as I was jacking my workshop container up, the container would shift. So the two containers are no longer completely square, but they're pretty close. Another issue that I ran into was that like it was pretty sketchy, especially this side. And I think I went like too aggressively in the beginning, and that's what caused some of the shifting to happen. So I'm not gonna worry too much about like a point whatever degree unsquaredness, and I'm gonna call this good for now. I'm pretty happy with the way the containers turned out. They are like pretty much perfectly level, and that's what I really needed, especially my workshop container, so I can do work inside it. Obviously I'm gonna have to build up some kind of a inclined plane there so I can get in and out easier without tripping and breaking my other hand.